feel like he walked for longer than he normally does. Brett, who is your garbage person of the week?
My garbage person of the week is this baby on this plane. It wouldn't shut up. It wouldn't stop crying for 40 minutes. And you know how that gives you the right to act like a baby? Well, this man does. My non-garbage person of the week is this guy yelling like a baby because baby. Take a look.
Because baby.
With a baby in a damn echo chamber, and you want to talk to me about being okay?
Okay, because you're yelling.
So is the baby.
Okay, so you're a man.
Did that to pay extra to yell?
Okay.
No.
So,
Shut up. You and shut up.
no.
This starts with me now. I don't give a. You were sitting there watching that motherfucking baby cry for 45 minutes.
Okay.
It had nothing to do with nothing. Lower your voice. Lower that baby's voice.
This is a, by all accounts, real video. I know a couple months ago, there was this string of like training videos that were like over the top experiences that might happen to train flight attendants with like fake babies that are cats. This is actually more ridiculous than that, but it is real. Afterwards, when they landed, the best line is, "We will talk about it in Fort Lauderdale when we get off this plane."
Yeah.
It's like somewhere over Florida, this is always happening. And then he tries just to follow his logic. Apparently, to fill people in, this baby had been crying for 40 minutes. The parents weren't able to fix that about the baby. And this man, his logic is that allows him to do exactly what the baby is doing. And you can't really argue with that. We all know babies are horrible, John.
I do know that, which is why I'd never associate with one. I look forward to causing that sort of freak out. By the way, this is serious. They had to deplane and everything. The guy it's a huge disruption for everyone. And I will never understand how these people think that this course of action will improve the quality of their life. I guess they get in too deep, I guess.
If you are hurtling through the air at 500 miles an hour, we're not in the stuff really makes sense at first glance world. Everybody, when they're about to get on a plane, they're afraid they're gonna die on some level. It's very apparent to them. And so they kind of get a little more on edge. Add to that, I doubt Delta would have this problem, even though it gets delayed a lot. I think Southwest has this problem because everyone literally has to fight a battle royal to get the seat in the first place. There's a lot of elbowing. There's a lot of humans crying. There you have it.
Brett, you need to understand that I don't know that I have ever heard a better line read than when the person said to him, "You're yelling," and he said, "So is the baby." It was I felt for him in that moment, the desperate. So is the baby. He was so desperate. He was truly trying to communicate, but the baby is too. He was a grown man, a big man, a grown full man. He'd lived a life. He'd loved, he'd lost. So is the baby.
John, you'll learn about this.
I want it on a shirt.
Yeah,
I want it on a shirt.
So is the baby.
So is the baby.
Some people go and pick the child up and start, others let it self-soothe. But this is the little-known school of shouting back at the child to shut it up.
Oh my God.
It's like a backburner. It's like a backfire.
I like to imagine that the baby was on the precipice of falling asleep when this began. So is the baby. Anyway, it's serious. Thankfully, the guy didn't get violent, but Jesus, man, relax. It's annoying. It is annoying. And then you go on with your life. That's what happens.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.